Hey guys, Peyton Snay again, and now I'm gonna show you. This is part two, so I'm still on the books I already read on this side. So I finished the ones right there. Alright, alright, the next one is called The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. Now this is another one that this was another one of my favorites. I really loved. When I read it, I read the whole thing. I'm like, oh my effing god, this is pretty good. It really was. It just had to do with these. There was like a girl and a boy. The girl's name is I forgot what her name was. Oh, her brother's name is Elliot, and the girl's name is Wendy. She goes. Her parents are going on a vacation, and their trailer on the back, like the camper on the back, like I don't know what it does. It unhooks from the truck, and they go sliding off into the hill. And a counselor um, finds them in finds them in the camper and takes them to this camp while they search for the parents, and all this strange stuff is happening. They're always smiling. They're always want them to play these games like ping pong. Oh, they always want them to have these like coins. Like whenever you get 6 coins, you get to do something fun. And whenever this person's like getting all these 6 coins, these people are disappearing. I'm not gonna spoil it. Just read it. Just get it if you find it in a Goodwill or something. It's pretty freaking good. This is another one I wish that they made into an episode, cause like if they did, it probably would have been awesome. I'm picturing it right now being awesome. I just wish they did. It's a really good one. Next one is The Calling All Creeps. Most people didn't really care much about the episode, and probably not the book, because basically it has to do with this boy named Ricky Beamer. He gets picked on by this girl named Tasha McLean and all these other kids, and he sneaks into the school to put an ad in the newspaper which says, calling all creeps, calling all creeps. If you're a real creep, call Tasha McLean at, I don't know what the number was, after midnight. That stuff. And bad stuff happens. Alright. Next one is How to Kill a Monster. Basically, it's about these two kids named Gretchen and Clark. They're step brother and step sister. They're visiting their grandparents, who basically have a secret, and they don't want them to go in this room. Well, that's because there's a monster in there. They don't know that yet. But it's really hard to explain on this. All right, the next one is the Go Eat Worms. Basically, has to do with this kid named Todd, I think. Yeah, Todd, and he's obsessed with worms and shit. And ever since he cut one in half, there's all these like worms start staring at him. They end up in his food and lunch, and it's also a really good one. Next one is The Night of the Living Dummy 3. Has to do with with these two kids named Trina and Daniel, and their cousin comes over. His name's Zane. He comes over to visit, and they had the parents made him a promise that if they did not pick on him, did not scare him, and if they did, I guess they get grounded or something. I don't know. And they do fine, but until this dummy right there named Slappy does something to cause them to get grounded. It's hard to explain as well. Next one is The Monster Blood 4. This is actually the last original series they did, and basically it has to do with like on the first three, it's the green monster blood, but now it's like these like bluish purplish monster blood thing that has eyes and a mouth. I forgot what happened in this. I really did, to be honest. I really don't remember. The next one I got is Say Cheese and Die. This is the first one. I like the Say Cheese and Die books. They're like better, I mean, than the episodes. Like basically has to do with this boy named Greg Banks. He finds this camera into this like house that their enemy Spidey lives in, and when he takes pictures, it turns him into like bad luck, and it's really hard to explain. I mean, to say in a video, it's really hard. So you're gonna have to read it or watch it to find out. Next one is One Day at Horrorland. It's about this family who wants to go to this amusement park called Zoo Gardens, but instead they bump into the Horrorland and they go in and check it out, and all this scary shit starts happening. Alright, the next one is the sequel to Say Cheese and Die. Say Cheese and Die Again. Well, it's basically a little different. It's about Greg Banks is in it, and his friend Sherry's in it, and has to do with like Greg has to do this like book report on a true story about something that inspired his life or something, and he comes up with telling him about the camera thing. The teacher doesn't believe him, and the teacher said he has to bring that camera into school to give the proof he needs, and it's also a good one. Next one is A Shocker on Shock Street. I don't really exactly remember what happened in this. I really don't. Next one is It Came from Beneath the Sink. It has to do with this like family, and there's like this girl named Catherine, or you could say Kat, who moves in the house, and she looks under the sink. She finds like this sponge, which is really called a gruel. The next one is Ghost Camp. Another one that should have been made into an episode. I mean, I like the ones that has to do with the camp. I mean, cause they're like real scary. It reminds me of like the Friday the 13th. This one I can't remember what happened. I remember what happened in the ending though. But I'm not gonna explain the ending because you have to read and find out. I remember, but that's just all I can remember. All right. And the last one that I read is The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. Another one that should be made into an episode. That should have been. It's been like 3 years since I read this. I don't exactly remember what happened. Alright, now to the ones I haven't read yet, so I might go fast on this. Here's the first, Monster Blood. The Girl Who Cried Monster, these are like the TV books. Comes with these color photos things from the episodes. Monster Blood for Breakfast. I like this series as well, the Goosebumps Horrorland. The Return of the Mummy, another TV book thing. Now this is not a Goosebumps. This is called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I just really wanted to keep. Well, as you see probably in the video, the 2014 room tour, there's like a stack of books right there, but I'm gonna get rid of them because I'm gonna use this shelf soon for my other movies now. The only reason I'm keeping this book because like this picture right there, I mean, it's just a really good picture. I just love it. I mean, I really do. Alright. I got to speed it up here because my time's running out. Alright, The Return of the Mummy. Let's Get Invisible. First Night of the Living Dummy. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. The Legend of the Lost Legend. Welcome to Dead House. The Barking Ghost. Why I'm Afraid of Bees. Monster Blood 3. The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. Creep from the Deep. The Ghost Next Door. Ghost Beach. The Beast from the East. How I Learned to Fly. The Haunted School. The Vampire Breath. The Blob That Ate Everyone. Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. How I Got My Shrunken Head. My Hairiest Adventure. The Haunted Mask, the first one. The Haunted Mask 2. My Best Friend is Invisible. And Be Careful What You Wish For. And that's it. You can tell I have a lot of Goosebump books there. Yeah, I do. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I hadn't made one in like 4 days, so I'll see you. Bye.